Shaun King reverted to Islam. Let's hear his story.
Renowned American writer and activist Shaun King and his wife Rai King has converted to Islam on the first day of Ramadan. Allahu Akbar.
Wow, Allahu Akbar.
So Shaun, I'm going to ask you to repeat after me. First, we're going to do it in Arabic and then we'll do it in English. Say, Ashhadu an la ilaha illallah wa ashhadu anna Muhammadan Rasul Allah. I bear witness that there is only one God. And that Muhammad is his final messenger. Allahu Akbar. Takbir. Congratulations, brother.
Shaun King currently is one of the biggest
Allahu
voices
Akbar.
on social media
Yeah.
in the West for Palestine. And last year, his Instagram account with millions of followers was removed by Instagram due to this. His response to that was really inspiring.
You know, it's like so fascinating, and this is something that we can see now that shows also like if we Muslims are on the deen and we are like strong on faith, this will also bring others to Islam. Why am I saying this? Like, look at Palestine, what the people are going through, and they are still sticking to their faith. They are not leaving Islam. They are still praying. I saw actually images yesterday, and this touched my heart. They are having a iftar in a war-torn area with like buildings destroyed in the middle of the street where bombs just hit buildings. They're having iftar there. In some places they built up tents in a destroyed area and they're still having iftar. They're still fasting, that means, right? Like if you're having iftar, that means you're still fasting usually, right? I mean, maybe some people joined it are not fasting for like health reasons or some other reasons, or maybe they're like non-Muslims also living in this area, but like they are fasting despite all this and the struggles. Like, look at this. Allahu Akbar. We have Muslims here in Germany and we should be ashamed of this. Like, seriously. Like, whoever this applies to, you should be ashamed, or you should think about, like, make dua to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to like guide you and strengthen you on your iman. And look at the people of Palestine. We have people here in Germany, they don't want to fast on Ramadan because of work. Excuse me, what is work in comparison to Palestine? Excuse me? Like at work you don't have your windows being blown apart or something, right? Like, what excuses is you're working? So what, you're working? You're sitting at the office accepting phone calls, typing on your computer. A very, very comfortable job, right? And you're still not fasting. Why? What excuse do you have? Like, this is the thing. Like, in Palestine, they have a hardship and they are still Muslim and practicing. Here in the West, a small misfortune happens or small difficulty, people are getting away from the religion. Like, this is why I'm like so impressed by Palestine. May Allah protect them and grant them victory soon. Ameen. Like, this is like touching, actually. Like, the whole world is being touched by what the people in Palestine are enduring and how strong they are on the faith, even though they have like very difficult circumstances. Like, look at this. Like, free Palestine, for sure.
On social media in the West for Palestine. And last year, his Instagram account with millions of followers was removed by Instagram due to this. His response to that was really inspiring, mashallah.
Hey everybody, Shaun King here. First and foremost, thank you so much for your love and support. I'm grateful, I'm safe, and I've been through much harder times than being banned from Instagram. Like, I've been through hard times. This is not hard times. Hard times is Gaza right now.
True.
Yesterday was one of the worst days of the past 80 days. And what's clear is that Meta, Facebook, Instagram, they have decided to stand in the way of those of us that are fighting for the human rights and dignity of Palestinians.
Yeah.
I won't stand for it. I'm going to keep fighting every way I can.
Today, Shaun King and his wife publicly accepted Islam in a heartfelt ceremony with Imam Omar Suleiman in Dallas. Their decision has sparked
Allahu
conversations and inspired many. The comment section is filled with emotional du'as for him, and obviously, some people brought up his past mistakes. Born and raised in the United States, Shaun King has been a prominent figure in the fight against injustice. His journey has been one of activism and seeking truth.
Yeah.
Shaun King's journey to Islam is a testament to the transformative power of Islam. May Allah keep Shaun and his wife steadfast in this beautiful deen.
I mean, yeah, but this is so true. Like, if you look at like what Palestinians are doing, they are the role models of us Muslims right now. Like, they're like practicing the faith like we should right now, right? Especially in the West. Like, may Allah guide us all. I mean, and like, it's actually impressive that each time when a very, very famous public figure accepts Islam, it actually causes a chain reaction. Have you guys noticed that? Like, the same happened with Andrew Tate. You could say something similar happened with Sneeko, right? Like, when certain artists back in the day accepted Islam, like, it actually has a chain reaction. It often leads to like others being like, there are some individuals right now on this planet that are like 50-50. They are thinking like, should I become a Muslim or not? Like, there's some truth actually in it, but I'm not sure. I'm not ready yet because of my family or something, right? Like, there are people that are like 50-50, not ready. But each time a very famous person like Shaun King or also someone else, right? Or like with Andrew Tate accepts Islam, those like 50-50 people who are like not sure if they should also say the Shahada, they're also coming forward, right? And we have like more and more people accepting Islam these days, and there are like multiple factors, right? I mean, of course, we have this in Palestine with like them showing actually the role model of how a Muslim should be, like how strong you should be doing hardships, right? Like, we are in this dunya as a test from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So this time we spent here on this dunya is a test, right? We are being tested. And if you're being tested, be prepared for some hardship, because this is part of the test. If there was no test, we would be already in Jannah, but we are not in Jannah. We are in this dunya. This dunya is a test, and this is something we Muslims have to realize. That's why I mentioned earlier, yeah, you're working at some office job, you're not fasting. What is your freaking excuse? Like, I'm not fasting because like I have to do so many calls and type so much with my fingers on keyboard, my body gets exhausted. What about people running from buildings that are falling apart? Like, excuse me? How can they can fast because they have to run around like the whole place. There's some threat. They have to go from A to B constantly. There's like some siren or something or signal. Hey, it's dangerous now. Hide in the bunker or something. Like, they don't have an excuse. They're still fasting. And you only sit in your office with your kuffar boss and you're ashamed to fast. Or even to pray. Like, people are not praying at jobs here in Germany. Or some sisters are afraid to wear the hijab because they could get fired. The people in Palestine, like, they don't care. Some don't have lost their job even, they still wear the hijab. Like, look at this. Like, they are like role models. Like, I keep saying that, like, we should be like them, you know. Like, every Muslim should be like that. Like, strong on the deen, right? Like, it's actually interesting. But yeah, may Allah guide Shaun King and his family. I mean, I'm very happy to see like so many people coming to Islam and so many public figures, because if I remember correct, Shaun King also took part in the Black Lives Matter movement, right? Like, I heard about him several times. Like, he's actually very known. Like, he's a big activist, right? He also writes from what I know, right? So yeah, I'm actually impressed. Like, I wonder who's next. Like, we have like a European country's president come forward and say the Shahada. Will it be another movie actor or singer? Like, Islam is the fastest growing religion today. Allahu Akbar. But yeah, may Allah keep you all safe. Ameen. I wish everyone a wonderful Ramadan Mubarak. And I will see you guys next time, inshallah.